Hello friends, welcome back to NSMX. Now next example on non-homogeneous differential equation. D square y by dx square plus 6 dy by dx plus 9y is equal to e raised to minus 3x cos 4x plus 6 e raised to 2x. So first we just convert this to the simple form by using substitution. Put d square by dx square is capital D square and dy dx by capital D. So this becomes d square y plus 6 dy plus 9y is equals to e raised to minus 3x cos 4x plus 6 e raised to 2x. Now this is d square plus 60 plus 9 into y is equals to e raised to minus 3x into cos of 4x plus 6 e raised to 2x, that is in the form phi of d into y is equals to f of x. Now to find the CF, the auxiliary equation is d square plus 6d plus 9 is equals to 0. So d square plus 6d plus 9 can be written as d plus 3 bracket square equals to 0. That means d plus 3 equals to 0 and d plus 3 equals to 0 because of bracket square. Multiplication of two terms is 0, so you can write it separately. That means value of d is minus 3 and from here also minus 3. So there are two roots because second degree differential equation. So two roots and roots are real and repeated. So value of CF is C1 plus C2x into e raised to m1x. Value of m1 is minus 3. So e raised to minus 3x. This is our CF. Then Pi is equals to 1 upon phi of d into f of x. This is equals to 1 upon phi of d is d square plus 6d plus 9 into f of x is e raised to minus of 3x cos 4x plus 6 e raised to 2x. Now this is equal to, now this phi of d 1 upon d square plus 6d plus 9 can be written as d plus 3 bracket square. So I am going to write here d plus 3 bracket square because after writing this calculation becomes simple. Then apply this operator separately on these both the terms. We will get e raised to minus 3x cos 4x plus 1 upon d plus 3 brackets square into 6 e raised to 2x. Now see here, to solve this first part, there is a term e raised to minus 3x into cos 4x, multiplication of two terms. Out of that first term is the exponential term. So here we can use the formula as e raised to ax into v, where value of v is cos 4x. So we are going to use this formula e raised to ax into v. So what is that formula? Take e raised to ax outside the operator, that means e raised to minus 3x outside, and replace d by d plus a. So replace d by d plus a, value of a is minus 3. So replace d by d minus 3. Replace d by d minus 3, that plus 3 as it is, bracket square, into this b, that is cos 4x. So once again see this formula, 1 upon phi of d e raised to x into v, e raised to x taken outside, and 1 upon d plus a into v. So this is e raised to minus 3x, 1 upon d minus 3 plus 3 bracket square into v is cos 4x. Plus here we can, there is a term of e raised to 2x, so we can directly use the formula. Here value of a is 2, so we can replace d by, so d is equals to 2. So we will get here 1 upon 2 plus 3 bracket square into 6 e raised to 2x. Now this is equals to e raised to minus 3x. Minus 3 plus 3 get cancelled, so we will get 1 upon d square into cos of 4x. Plus 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 square is 25, so we will get 6 upon 25 e raised to 2x. Now for this first part, again there is term on d square and here cos function is there. So again we will use the shortcut method. For the f of x is equals to cos function. So here replace d square by minus a square. So d square by minus a square. Value of a is 4 here. So replace d square by minus of a square 4 square, that is 16. So what will we get? E raised to minus 3x 1 upon d square is minus 16 into cos of 4x plus 6 upon 25 e raised to 2x. So we will get the final answer for particular integral. Particular integral is equals to minus 1 upon 16 e raised to minus 3x cos of 4x plus 6 upon 25 e raised to 2x. Therefore, the other solution is given by y is equals to cf plus pi. Value of cf is c1 plus c2x e raised to minus 3x plus pi, it is minus 1 by 16 e raised to minus 3x into cos 4x plus 6 upon 25 e raised to 2x. That is the final solution for given differential equation. Next example, solve d square plus 2d plus 1 into y is equals to x into e raised to minus x into cos x. So first we find here. So auxiliary equation is d square plus 2d plus 1 equals to 0. Now this d square plus 2d plus 1 can be written as d plus 1 bracket square equals to 0. So d plus 1 bracket square, that means d plus 1 into d plus 1 equals to 0. So that can be written as d plus 1 equals to 0 and again d plus 1 equals to 0. So you will get the root d is equals to minus 1. Same here, d is equals to minus 1. So there are two roots. So both roots are there and repeated roots. So CF is equals to C1 plus C2x into e raised to minus x. Then PI is equals to 1 upon pi of d into f of x. This is equals to 1 upon pi of d is d square plus 2d plus 1. And f of x is x into e raised to minus x plus into cos x. Now, again, for the simplicity in the calculation, I am going to write this d square plus 2d plus 1 as d plus 1 bracket square. So, you will get 1 upon d plus 1 bracket square. Also, x into e raised to minus x cos x. I am going to rearrange this term. So, e raised to minus x into cos x. So, see, we have to solve this by a shortcut method. So here there are three terms in the multiplication e raised to minus x, and cos x. So here we can apply the rule e raised to x into b. For that we will take this as the exponential term, first term, and this is our second term, this is our b, and this is our e raised to x. So we are going to use the formula here e raised to x into b, where value of b is x into cos x as the function of x. So applying this rule, so e raised to x outside, that means e raised to minus x outside. Then replace d by d plus a. Value of a is minus 1. So replace d by d minus 1. Then this plus 1 as it is. Bracket square. And into v is x into cos x. Now this is equals to e raised to minus x. Minus 1 plus 1 will cancel. You will get here 1 upon d square into x cos x. Now we have to solve this. Again by shortcut method. So this 1 upon d square, this is our new pi of d. We have to operate this new pi of d or new 1 upon pi of d on this function x into cos x. So again multiplication of two functions. Out of these two functions, first function is x and second is cos x. So we can apply here x into v. X into v, where v is the function of x, that is cos x. So we use here x into v rule. So what is x into v rule? This e raised to minus x as it is, and 1 upon pi of d. This is our new pi of d. 1 upon pi of d x into v. The formula is x minus pi dash of d upon pi of d. If this is in bracket, outside bracket, 1 upon pi of d into v. So this is x minus pi dash of d. Pi dash of d, that means derivative of d square. It is 2d. Upon pi of d is d square. This is in bracket. Outside bracket 1 upon pi of d, that means 1 upon d square into v. Now for this case, v is cos x. V is cos x. Now first we will solve this part only, and for this part we are going to use the formula 1 upon pi of d into cos function. So we know the rule for cos function. We have to replace d square by minus a square. Value of a is 1 here, so replace d square by minus 1 square, that is minus 1. So what will we get? E raised to minus x minus d, 1 d get cancelled, so we get 2 upon d, and here 1 upon minus 1, so that can be written as cos of x upon minus 1 or minus of cos x. Now multiply this minus of cos x inside the bracket, so we will get e raised to minus x into bracket minus x cos x, and this minus cos x into this minus sign becomes plus 2 upon the cos x. Now this is equals to e raised to minus x as it is, minus x cos x as it is, plus 2 as it is, and we know that this d is a derivative operator, so 1 upon d is the integration operator, so 1 upon d, that means integration of cos x dx. This is equals to e raised to minus x minus x cos x plus 2 times integration of cos x is sin x. So this is our final particular integral, because this term doesn't contain operator d. So this is our final particular integral. Therefore the general solution y is equals to cf plus ki. Value of cf is c1 plus c2x into e raised to minus x, c1 plus c2x into e raised to minus x, plus pi is e raised to minus x into bracket minus x cos x plus 2 sin x. So this is our final solution. Thank you.